like level
Nothing
one.
beats the long-lasting freshness and quality taste of Clover Fresh milk, made with love by Clover.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. This ain't no level 2 bake. This is a level 1 bake right here, my friend.
This is honestly veggies that you just want to use it up a bit. It's going to be the next level. This is the next level.
This is the next level. This morning we're about to have a little bit of fun with a broccoli cheese bake that the whole family is going to love and embrace. Just look how beautiful that is.
It is stunning.
All right, so I'm going to take care of
taking it. I'm sitting here.
the kind of main dynamic here. So I'm going to put a pot on the boil. We're going to kind of make our white sauce as we've become accustomed to make. So I'm going to pop a little bit of butter
and
in
you
there.
Really are the chef, because I always feel like you always come and you're like, oh,
well,
I made this for Lindsay, I made this for Jack. So
you know, it's about getting the basics down. And once you get those basics down, then you're winning. So we've got some very finely chopped onion that's going to go in there as well. So I'm just going to brown those off before I start making the roux.
It smells so good.
And it will. And this is going to make a beautiful kind of textured, nutty flavor in to kind of bind the whole bake together. There we go. So I just want
you know,
to
I'm laughing because you're using all these chefy terms like the roux.
You got it, man. But I told you.
That's when you're selling it to me.
I said this to Harriman last week. Is what you do is you take the last chef that you cooked with, you take all of his intellectual property, and you pass it off as your own, and then it makes you sound like you know what you're talking about. And we've got a bit of finely chopped garlic going in there as well. You don't want to overcook the garlic or put it in too early, or the pan mustn't be too hot.
Too hot, because it will burn.
Because it will burn, because that has very high sugar content. You see, you're also learning now.
Yeah.
So, oh, but that's smelling amazing. There's something about that combination of the butter being the kind of the cooking agent with the onions. It really does get like a nuttiness to it. That's amazing. Okay, so now I can start introducing, and I'm going to use the whisk for this one, our flour to start.
Yes. Do you want to use anything? Because I feel like I'm just standing here. I'm just here for moral support.
You'll get busy. In fact, in the meantime, you can start layering our broccoli and our cauliflower that's just been blanched there, because that's going to be obviously the backbone of what we're creating here.
Okay, awesome. And a quick tip that I learned from Nicole as well is when you boil your water first, then you put your broccoli and your cauliflower in. For like maybe 5 minutes, you take it out and put it into ice cold water or a bath of ice, and that's what keeps the color. Because I always wondered why the broccoli gets that green color and it stays.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Yeah, no, it's and with blanching then as well, you don't take too much of the nutrients out when you overboil these things. So I've got 2 cups of our beautiful full cream fresh milk. It stays fresh for longer, and this is when you can now pump up the heat. So I'm going to pour all of that in, and I'm going to bring this to the boil. So I'm going to really jack up my heat.
There you go. I'm trying to lay this as perfect as possible for all of that.
Yeah, because the goodness is going to be coming through there. So that's nice, not too lumpy, and this will start to boil and cook through. Then I'm going to take literally half of our cheese, because we're going to keep the rest of this aside for you. So you can sprinkle that on the top. We just want that cheese to melt. And it's starting to thicken beautifully already. Look at that.
And again, this is so perfect, like if you are doing, if you want to do an alternative of meat-free Mondays, you don't have to put in the bacon or anything. Just keep it with the broccoli and the cauliflower and just that cheese over again, the layers of it. If you want to swap out the bacon for some chicken, you can do that as well.
I mean, have some fun. If you want to hide other vegetables in there, if you're struggling to get your kids to eat this, because it's crispy and it's cheesy and it's delicious, you can probably, maybe some courgettes. I'm going to put our bacon in there as well. Get that through. Beautiful. Oh, can you pass me the little cloth
what
there?
What do you need? I'm your sous chef at your service.
You are.
At your service. There you go, G.
Amazing. Well done. Okay, so this is looking pretty good.
You want to do some salt and pepper as well?
Yeah, let's put a little bit of that's thickening beautifully. So I'm going to put a little bit of cracked black pepper.
You have to. Yes, okay, Salt Bay, come through.
There you go. Season, guys. Don't be shy of a little seasoning. Whole point is that it must be well enough seasoned so that the person doesn't need to. If they really do have a high salt appreciation, then they can do that. Okay, this is thickened beautifully. It's looking amazing.
The bacon will also give that salty texture to it. So I'm assuming you don't need to put in too much salt with it as well.
I think this is probably ready to introduce to our bake. Almost perfectly timed. Can I grab another little cloth there?
Yes, absolutely. I have one for you.
If you can bring your little pot over this side.
Bring it this side.
And let's pop that.
Oh, okay.
Look at how amazing
That is beautiful.
Amazing. Oh, wow, look at the bacon. Hey, that looks absolutely spectacular. Well done.
I have one job. This is my job, everybody. This is why I was invited.
Get sprinkling, do it.
Yeah. Please invite me to your house and invite me for dinner so I can just put cheese on everything. Like, I'm just the cheese person.
Well done. Look at that, and there it is, jam-packed with vitamins and all the goodness that your family needs, and it's delicious and it's crunchy, and then you just bang that in the oven until, because these have been cooked through, so it just needs a nice, beautiful golden brown, crunchy exterior like that. But if you missed any of the steps, just take you through a blow by blow. Wow, this looks good, man.
Right, Reggie.
Made with love by Clover.